Hello LovegLew crew, all new viewers and subscribers. This is Felicia. Welcome to LovegLew Creations. Let's wreath. All right, so today's inspiration, of course, is the reason for the season, which is Easter. And I have two wreaths that I've created that I have displayed behind me. This one is available in my Etsy shop, and this one I created based off of the beautiful colors of what to me symbolizes Jesus Christ, which is the purple and the gold. And it has He is risen. So of course during the Christmas season we say Jesus is the reason for the season, but for Easter Jesus is the meaning for the season, and I want that to be put out there as well. All right, so this wreath is made for a friend of mine who has a friend whose mother passed away. So she wanted to give a gift for her in remembrance of her mom to display in her home or on her door. And so this one really touched my heart. It was very special. And so I couldn't resist creating the colors. I asked her what colors did her friend's mom like. So she liked blue and silver. So I wanted to make sure I captured that in this wreath. And I love this beautiful, it's like almost like a stained window kind of cross. It's a wooden cross. And so at the bottom I have a Bible verse that says, "You are loved beyond measure." And I was like, I wanted to really add a special touch to this one for in memory of her mom. And so we're going to zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. All right, so here's a zoom in on this beautiful cross. And what I did was I added those Bible verses that I showed you earlier. I just glued one right here at the bottom, and it says, "You are loved beyond measure." And I think it added that special touch for this custom wreath for my customer. So what I used for that is I was trying to find something where I could add some Bible verses. She said she wanted a Christian theme for the wreath. So I found these, and I got these from Amazon, and they're all little square wooden squares that have Bible verses on them. And I thought, how unique are these to add to the wreath? So I'm gonna keep these and use these for other designs and other creativity. So something to keep in mind when you're trying to really think about how can you create something that's so unique and specific. You got to come out of the box and you got to really think. So I'll have these listed as well in my description from Amazon if anybody's interested, and they came at the perfect size. All right, so now time for our wreath ingredients for our design today. So first and foremost, I want to show you the focal point, and check this out. Isn't this beautiful? So pretty. So this is, believe it or not, a yard sign. And I got this one at home, and I had my husband cut off the end, but usually this would be, or you could put it in a flower pot or whatever, but we're gonna use this. So I thought, how unique would this be to put it in a wreath? We're definitely going to use an oval shaped grapevine. This is what size is this one? This is a 16-inch grapevine. This is, of course, from Hobby Lobby. And then I also this one's gonna be just all natural. We're gonna use different types of flowers and greenery. And just like the other wreaths that you saw, they had a very natural look. The focal point was the main thing that stood out in the bow. Other than that, the greenery and the flowers really accented the wreath. So that's what we're going to do with this one as well. So I got all of these florals from Hobby Lobby. They had a sale and I couldn't resist, and so we're also going to add some beautiful purple flowers. So the theme is going to be the purple, again, that resembles royalty, and then of course the soft colors, the whites and the beiges. And I also did get some from Michael's. So Michael's is having a huge sale on their florals also. So couldn't resist having them, and it's not that we're going to use all of these, but I bought enough to have to use for other designs as well. So it really sets the pace also. So, and just a little hint, if you can't see what's behind me. So we're going to make some more fun Easter wreaths, and I can't wait to show you guys some of the beautiful Easter wreaths that I'm going to be making, and also I'm going to be making a cute bunny tablescape. So that's going to be different from the last tablescape that I made for Christmas. So this one's going to be unique and different as well, but I'm still thinking about how I'm going to create that. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do it with you guys. All right, let's wreath. All right, so you're probably wondering how in the world am I going to apply this to my grapevine wreath base? And I said the exact same thing when I bought it. So I was like, okay, I looked at it and I thought, okay, perfect. There's a little indentation, a little loop here in the back where the price tag was. And when my husband cut the end off, he used a bolt cutter, which is also a cutter for locks, metal locks and so forth. So that's just how tough this metal is. And I thought, let's just leave a little piece at the end. That way I can use that piece as well to fasten the focal point to my wreath. So what we're going to do is we're going to use zip ties. And I have some long ones that we're going to use for the top. And we're just going to thread it through that little hole indentation that we have at the top and wrap it around the very top. And I want to make sure when I do this that I have just a little bit on the ends because I need to fasten that piece as well. So we're going to raise it up just a little bit. So it'll be a little bit above, the tip will be above the wreath itself. Just going to wrap it around. Fasten it on. Can y'all see that? There we go. Make sure it's up as possible, as much as possible. There we go. Of course, everything is trial and error. All right, we'll fasten that in a few minutes. I want to make sure that I get this bottom piece in as well. So for this one, I'm just going to use a colored zip tie that's the color of the wreath itself. That way it won't show too much. I'm going to do my best to make sure that it's covered with something, some of the embellishments. But I just want to make sure that it doesn't stand out either, because this is definitely okay, here we go. All right. Turn it around, thread it through. Said everything is gotta work with it, make it work, because I am determined to make this work. Okay. All right. There we go. Let's get it in there as best as we can. Secure that sucker. There we go. All right, now it's not going anywhere at all. How about that? Beautiful. And still lightweight. It's not a heavy centerpiece. All right, so I went on ahead and taken the liberty to go ahead and take apart my picks. And the one thing that I like about this focal point is I love that it has these colors in it, the green and the purple. It says he is risen. It's on the white cross. It's beautiful. So we're going to accent all of these particular colors in our design. So one thing I always say is use your focal point to figure out what your color design is going to be. So, and this one's going to be a little different because what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of going up with the flowers, we're going to go down, and they're going to cascade down with the with the particular, with our florals. All right, so, and we're just gonna place them in strategically. So we'll have some on the outside, some on the inside, and they're just gonna cascade down our cross. So that way, and you can use your picks, bend them the way you want them to flow as well. Don't be afraid to use those wires within your florals or any picks. That's what they have wires for, bendable. Okay, so I think adding the purple really helps to accent the purple in our focal point, but I'm gonna add some white to just soften it up a little bit so not everything's all purple. And I do have some pretty flowers that I wanna add. So that way we can have some variety and some different texture. And I think that looks pretty already, just how it cascades down. So I'm gonna glue these in and we'll get to the next layer. Next, we're gonna add some white picks, and just to soften up the purple. So, and I like to place them in before I glue them in, just to make sure I have my placement exactly where I want it. And we're just going to cascade down the wreath base as well. And we want to make sure that we have some in the center as well as some on the outer edge, just to help fill it up real nicely. All right, and also make sure that you cut your stems, you know, at the length that you need them to be to put them in. And this is going to be so pretty. I'm so excited. I already love how it's turning out. And this one's not going to take a lot of extra special fluff and pizzazz like I usually do. I want this one to be very natural, very elegant, very just very beautiful. I love how it's turning out, and it's just flowing great. And I love how this color is softening up and adding just that special lightness to it. What do y'all think? So pretty. I may have to make some more of these just to have. And like I said, I got this from at home. And again, you have to use your imagination. One trick, if a flower ever comes off, just add a little glue to the little piece of it and put it right back on the stem. It's that easy to come off. Sometimes it's one that needs extra security. All right, just a little tip. So just keep adding until you get the fullness that you want in it. There's really no particular rhyme or reason. Just get it where everything that you just kind of make it, see how it's fanning out like that around the bottom. It just adds that special flow of naturalness. To me, I love it. I think it's beautiful. All right, so I'm just making sure that we have some coming out of the edge as well on the sides, just to fill it up and let that flow, let it just flow naturally down the wreath base. See, it's pretty already. All right, very natural, very elegant, and just perfect. Let me go ahead and get those glued in. All right, so here we are. This is where we are so far. And I love this. I love that it's flowing down the wreath. And I love the grapevine backdrop on this cross, because it symbolizes the crown of thorns and the cross and the wooden cross that Christ hung on. This is a beautiful wreath. I'm very touched by it as I'm making it. And this one is really special to me. What I want to do now is add some of my flowers. We're not gonna add too many. I just wanna have a few within it. I wanna use some to cover up right up in here so you can't see where the greenery is flowing out right there. So it's gonna add a special touch as well. and we have purple and cream colored roses, and we're just gonna add a few, not a lot, just maybe 1 or 2 or 3, maybe more white than purple. So let's see. Okay, so these are so pretty, and so we'll definitely add a white one up here at the top since we already have the purple flower from the cross itself. So just stand out right there. Looks pretty. All right, and let's see, we'll add one right up in the center, just like that. And if I had another one, but we can use a purple one. All right, so we have hydrangeas in this mixture, and we also have the roses. So I think I'm just gonna use, a purple, and we'll put the purple here in the center, and then the white, another cream colored one at the bottom, just like this. Okay. And this one right there. Oh my goodness, I love it. All right, yo, we're almost done. This one didn't take a lot. It's the greenery that really stands out to me and just adds that special touch to the wreath. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. What do y'all think? This is easy, easy peasy. Wasn't that hard, wasn't that difficult. Very elegant, very soft and natural looking. So I'm getting the roses glued in. And now we're gonna make the bow. The bow is, you know, got my bow maker, and it's just gonna add that extra touch of elegance. I can't wait to show you the ribbon. I forgot to show you the ribbon when I was showing you my wreath ingredients. So you're gonna love it. And love it, love it, love it. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so next we're going to create our bow. And I wanted to show you all the ribbon that I'm using, and I thought how beautiful this would be to accent that with the cross. I love this ribbon because it's double-sided. We have the gold on one side, the purple on the other. I love that it has this gold trim on it as well. But what I loved about this one, it just kind of accents the green and the purple that's in the cross itself. And I thought this would be really pretty. So it's not just all gold. It has the little green texture to it as well, this lime green, and it's also double-sided. So I think, and I'm not going to make a huge fancy bow. It's going to be just a plain looking, small, doesn't need to be too big and bold like I usually make. It's just going to, and it's not going to have a gem in it, so it's just going to be a basic bow. And I went ahead and took the liberty to make it, and here it is. So it's just 2 loops, 1 loop of each color. One loop is 6 inches, the other one is 5, and I just tied it to the center with the piece of the green, but I used the back side of it to add a little bit of the extra, so it could show through. And what I'm going to do is just going to fold. Let me cut that piece off. I'm going to fold the ends so that way the gold stands out, and I'm going to glue the ends as well, just like that. So we'll glue, and because I want that to show, I really do. And I'm going to cut this one down because it's very long. And we'll glue the ends so that we can see the other side of the ribbon, just like that. So, like I said, just glue it on. Fold, glue. Very simple. And I use my trusty bow maker to make this. All right, I'll do the other side. We'll be right back. I added wire to the bow, and I'm just gonna attach it with the wire right at the end, just like that. And I think that just adds that extra special, beautiful touch to this wreath. How pretty is that? I love it. What do y'all think? I wish I could hear y'all talking. I wish I could hear what y'all are saying. Give me some input. Well, we're gonna go live eventually, you guys. That's my goal. I've never gone live before, but it's a trial and error, new experience for me. We're gonna experience it together. I can't wait to start talking with you all as well. I'm excited. All right, so this is done. This was a very quick and easy wreath. Didn't have to do a lot of special touches or anything special. How beautiful is that, everyone? I love it, love it, love it. All right, let's get things situated and we'll show you the big reveal. All right, everyone, it's time for the big reveal. And here we go, our finished product. What do y'all think? All right, turned out really, really nice. You'll see it. Very elegant, just beautiful florals, flowers, some greenery, and the focal point stood out itself. I could have done this without the bow, and I could make another one without the bow. Either way, I think it turned out beautiful. All right, okay, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much, everyone, my subscribers, for your comments and pointers and anything that you would like to see. Definitely, if you want to see me create something unique or different, put some ideas in your comments. I did do my box tutorial, and that was because my subscribers asked if I could show how I ship a wreath, so I did that. So any ideas, bring them my way, and if we can do it, me and my husband will do it together. And we'll definitely put in a tutorial. Y'all have a great weekend.